a call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all people enjoy peace and prosperity. And there are 17 goals and 169 targets proposed as a continuation of the Millennium Development Goals, including such as climate change, economic inequality, innovation, sustainable consumption, peace and justice, among other priorities. These goals provide a blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet, now and years from now. The 17 goals. Well, these are the 17 goals as can you see, they are within the proposed goals mentioned above.
The goal we chose was zero hunger, and this goal refers to end hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. We think this goal affects our country in different ways, like because of the hunger, people can start to make bad actions, like they can start to make robbery to obtain food. And also it can affect in a personal way, like each one. And people who is undernourished can have diseases because of that, and this is a bad thing for the health. Here we have some statistics, like these are the millions of undernourished people, and the pink color refers to the number of undernourished people in millions.
For example, here we have 800 and in 2005, and in 2020 we have 700 millions of people, and we can see that in this chart the millions of people who is undernourished start to decrease. In this one we have the orange color are the wasting percentage of people who is wasting or undernourished, and in the pink color we have people who is overweight. And here we have some places. For example, in Central and Southern Asia, 13% of the people is wasting and 2.7 is overweight. And in this place, that is Australia and New Zealand, we can see that no percentage is wasting, and 17 or 16 is overweight.
In my opinion on this topic, I consider that it's an issue of great importance and that we should be concrete and propose solutions in order to eradicate this problem. In this text, I will tell you a little bit more about what we did. Doing all this research on zero hunger, we decided to ask some questions in our community. There were 5 questions. The first was, does this problem exist in your community? When asking people, most of the answers were yes. However, one of them was no. The second question were asked was, are you aware of this problem? In this second question, as in the last one, everybody answered the same response except one person. The third question was, what do you know about hunger problem? We have 17 answers on this question. Checking this answer, we realized that people do know what it's about, since some of their answers were actually correct.
We can see that the question was, have you seen or do you know someone who is experiencing this problem? Most of the answers were that they did not know someone specific, but they have seen people in the streets who are surely suffering from it around the city or in the traffic lights. They also ask for money and want to think that they are hungry or do not have the necessary resources to buy food. In this next chart, we can see that the question is, what is the solution you propose to prevent or reduce this problem? One person answered that a process is needed to end this, since there are many people who go through hunger and much help will be needed to end this situation.
Someone else put that the government should improve and support this area more, create a community, and the one that made us most interesting was the last one, since they said that
this reason, the majority of the reason why society does not work, because companies are very close to providing jobs and finally helps the economy process and support poor countries. What the problem is about? Well, the bad practices of collection and waste of foods have contributed to the food shortage. The wars have also affected negatively to available of food and have caused the destruction of the environment, which is essential to cultivate food. Zero hunger is a key piece of building a future best for everyone. Also, as hunger slows human development, we will not be able to achieve the other development goals, sustainable, like education, health, and gender equality.
So in this slide, we're going to show the answers that people gave us when we asked them their solutions to end up with the zero hunger problem. Each teammate asked different persons, so we can have a clear idea of what people think. And well, one of the most frequent answers that we had is the government involvement. They say that if we encourage the government to pay more attention in this issue, to prioritize it, to spend more money in this issue, and probably even to put more effort, then it shouldn't exist. They also say that if the food donations that are very important, that if we start donating food, then well, this problem won't exist. Only one person told us that growing our own vegetables is going to end up with this problem. They say that if we grow our own vegetables, we are always going to have a source of vegetables. And well, it is interesting. That's why I put in the presentation. And well, these are the suggestions that people around us told us. Now let us suggest you things by our own, because with all the research we did, I think that if we stop wasting food, because well, you may not know this, but currently over 1/3 of all the food in the world is waste. That is a total of 1.3 billion of tons. Another solution that we make, that we give you probably don't know this, but the hygiene control, you may not even know what this is. Well, there might be some children that seems to be eating properly, but the lack of clean products can cause different diseases as diarrhea that avoids the nutrients to work properly, and so you don't have a good alimentation.
We have to first change our mentality so that later the change is noticeable and we begin to make a difference. With this project, we realize how the world is currently in the field of hunger, and that many of the times we don't realize it, and we believe that it will not be wrong to think and reflect more on this issue. According to the surveys we did, maybe on our immediate community is not needed much, but some people need it, and we have to change our mentality to help them.